Well, welcome back, everyone. We've got Mysti Pace here with us from Palo Duro Canyon. Thanks for making the drive up here this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
Of course. So, we always love to talk all things Palo Duro Canyon. Of course, being, such a great park here, just right in our backyard. And, of course, today being Earth Day, like we were mentioning earlier, keeping the park clean is always such a big deal. And so, Palo Duro Canyon, you guys are really celebrating Earth Day with some cool events, right?
Yeah, well, all week, if you come out and decide to hike, if the trails are open,
yes,
or just take a drive. We have some fun bags, Don't Mess with Texas bags that you can pick up at the headquarters as you're driving in. And we're encouraging people to take care of their park by picking up any trash they see along the roadsides, along trails, just to kind of help us keep the park clean.
Right, and talk about why that's, I feel like it's one of those things where it's kind of a no-brainer, like of course you should throw away your trash and stuff, but it has still become such a big problem. So just kind of talk about why it's so important to help keep our parks clean like we need to.
The Panhandle has the most wind. I think we learned that.
We all agree.
So the trash gets away and we don't go after it. It gets away from us. So it's littering the park and it's just an eyesore. We're trying to keep the park beautiful for future visitors and then also for our animals that live there.
Yes, and so I was really interested to know this. You're an interpreter for the park.
Yes.
What exactly does that mean for someone who doesn't know?
Okay, so I help the visitors understand history of the park and the animals that live there, the flora and fauna, the geology, just basically anything that the visitor would want to know about the park so they could understand it better.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And just with, again, the weather starting to warm up a little bit, people are gonna want to come to the park more and more now. Would you say that this is kind of the peak season for you guys? Is this where you get the most busy?
Yeah, spring break hit it off and it'll go until about October when the weather starts cooling off again.
Yeah, so as we get, like I said, getting into this time of year, of course, like I said, everybody's making those plans. And so tell us about some of the events that are coming up, here for the rest of April, and then, of course, looking ahead to May as well, what people can plan for.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of events coming up. We have women's hikes. We also have our Cowboy Nate that's going to come out and do some poems and cowboy songs. We have full moon hikes and lots of crafts for kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say just a little bit of something for everyone too.
Pretty much.
No matter how old you are, you can always enjoy nature and the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
What is something just about Palo Duro Canyon that you love personally?
It's unique. It's approachable. And it just gives you a sense of awe when you're in the canyon, just how big it is.
Yeah, and so not to put you too much on the spot, what would you say is one of your favorite trails or landmarks of Palo Duro Canyon?
I'd say GSL, Gibbons Spicer Lowry. It has tons of geological features that you can see, and then you can also see Lighthouse from it. You can get to Lighthouse from that, our biggest feature that everybody likes to see. And it has just enough technical parts that you feel like you're doing a good hike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if someone is planning to come to the park, what would you suggest that they bring, to prepare for the hikes? Obviously taking care of yourself is important.
Yes.
So what would you say that someone needs to have in their bag ready to go?
Lots of water. People don't really expect how much water you need while you're out there. Lots of water, sunscreen, a good hat, good shoes, and then if you bring your dog, to be mindful of bringing water for your dog and knowing how hot the ground surface is, because that's a huge deal.
Yeah, definitely. And so where can people go online to find out more about what's happening in Palo Duro Canyon?
Our Facebook page, our Instagram page, we try to keep that up to date with what's going on.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming to visit with us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes, of course. Well, coming up, stick around. Sheldon will talk a little bit about your dog walking forecast. We'll be right back.